Friends, today we are here with a new hike, and right now we are in Garmisch City. The mountain we are heading to is Kramerspitze, which has a height of 1,980 meters, and the total elevation gain of the hike is around 1,311 meters. It's quite cold today. The temperature is around -4 degrees, and there is a lot of snow as well. This is our first snow hike of this winter season, and I hope it turns out to be a great experience. I would also like to tell you a little about winter hiking. When you come for a hike in winter, you need to take much more care of safety compared to summer. For example, you can see our friend Wandern in front. Notice how well he has covered himself. There are 3 main things you must take care of. Proper clothing for your health. You should wear warm clothes in layers or thermal wear that keeps your body warm. Hiking shoes. This is the most important thing in snow. Like us, you must wear proper hiking boots, and under them we have attached spikes or crampons so that we don't slip while walking on snow. Careful walking. While going uphill, you must place your feet very carefully, avoid slipping, and make sure you don't fall. These are the most important precautions in winter. There should never be any compromise on shoes, whether it's summer or winter, but in winter you need even better shoes that protect you from getting wet and from the cold. And always use crampons or spikes underneath so you don't slip. So now we are starting our hike from here. Normally, the route is about 10 to 11 kilometers round trip. The elevation is quite high, so it may be a little challenging. From here, Kramerspitze is about 1.5 hours away, so let's see how long it takes us to reach on the snow. During winter hikes, especially when there is fresh snow, one major difficulty is finding the correct trail. On fresh snow, the path often disappears completely, and it becomes much harder to navigate compared to normal conditions. That's why, whenever you come for hiking in snow, it is very important to have a proper navigation system with you. You should either carry a small dedicated navigation device or make sure your mobile phone is fully charged. It's also essential to download the GPX offline map of the route beforehand so you can check it at any time. This helps keep your battery safe and, more importantly, prevents you from losing the trail. Staying prepared like this ensures that you remain on the right path and can enjoy your hike safely even in challenging snowy conditions. When you hike on snow or over a glacier in winter, the cold conditions make the experience much more challenging. Along with the difficulty of the terrain, you also feel tired much more quickly and your breathing becomes heavier in a shorter time. This happens because the cold, dry air enters your lungs, which makes it harder to breathe and causes you to feel out of breath faster. A hike that would normally take you about 3 to 4 hours to reach the top point in summer, can take around 5 to 6 hours on snow or glacier terrain. In other words, there is usually a difference of about 1.5 to 2 hours due to winter conditions. The sun has come out, but the temperature is still -3, and it's quite cold. The good thing is that there is no cold wind. If the wind were blowing, the conditions would become much more difficult. Today, within just 5 kilometers, we have an elevation gain of around 1,300 meters. The fewer kilometers, the steeper the elevation becomes, which means the climb gets more intense and harder to gain height. That's exactly what we are experiencing today. But I hope that within the next 3 hours we will reach our top point. It has been about 1 hour and 20 minutes since we started. The difficulty level of today's route is T3 from the bottom all the way to the top. So far, the trail has been easy and there hasn't been any technically difficult point yet. If we encounter something challenging higher up, that will be a different story. But until now, everything has been smooth and manageable. Let's see what lies ahead. So right now we have reached Kramerspitze, which is at 1918 meters. Let me show you the view from here. Today the scenery is absolutely beautiful. It's very cold up here. The temperature was around 0 earlier and now it has dropped to -2. As the sun goes down, the temperature will obviously continue to fall further below 0. Tonight, heavy snowfall is expected again and it will continue snowing for the next 3 to 4 days. After that, there's rain forecasted for 2 days. Next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the weather looks clear. Maybe on one of those days, we'll plan another hike on a different mountain. For now, we're going to take a short break here, eat something and relax a bit. After that, we'll head back down because it'll still take us about 1.5 hours to descend due to the snow. Normally, it would take around 2 hours at most, but with the snow and slippery conditions, we have to go carefully. Also, we need to get down before it gets dark. In winter, it gets dark around 4:30 p.m. anyway. So let's see, we'll catch up with you again further ahead. We're now starting our descent. It's about 1:30 p.m. at the moment and let's see how long it takes us to get down. Originally, we had planned to also hike the mountain you can see in front of us. But because of the snow, the cold weather and the early sunset, we've decided not to go there today. We'll just complete this one hike and head back down the same route we used to come up all the way to our parking area. While descending, you have to be extra careful on the snow to avoid slipping, tripping or losing balance. You need to watch your steps closely so you don't slide to the side, especially if there's a steep drop or cliff nearby. So you really have to stay focused and use your hands for balance if needed. My hands are completely frozen right now. Let's keep walking slowly so we can warm up a bit. We'll meet you again a little further down. Okay. We've now reached our parking area. The time is 3:40 p.m., which means it took us about 2 hours and 10 minutes to descend. Talking about today's tour, overall it was really good in terms of elevation gain and the hiking challenge. Even though the total distance was short, the heavy snow made it quite difficult. We covered 4.3 kilometers with about 1200 meters of elevation gain. The ascent itself was manageable, but the descent was much more challenging because the trail was very steep in sections. It was steep while going up and obviously the same while coming down. With so much snow, slipping becomes a big issue. I personally slipped twice and got slightly injured, but nothing serious. There was a small issue with my spikes or crampons. Ice had built up underneath them and I didn't notice it in time. So that's something to be very careful about. If you're planning to do this tour, I would definitely recommend it, but only if you already have some hiking experience. And if you want to do it in snowy conditions, please be extra careful. Today there were about 8 inches of snow lower down, which means higher up there was around 15 to 16 inches of snow in some areas. This level of snow is still manageable, but if there's more than this, then this route and many other mountain routes as well may not be safe. So that was our hike for today. Inshallah, we'll meet again next week with a new hiking adventure. Please make sure to like, subscribe and share our channel. Your support really motivates us. Don't forget to leave your comments and suggestions. We'd love to know what more details you'd like us to add, whether about the route or the videos, so we can continue improving our content for you. We'll see you on the next hike. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz. Bye-bye.